Hello and welcome to my devlog, my first devlog for this game. I've thought a long time about making a devlog, and I think it's probably a good idea. This is generally what some developers do. They make a devlog, or they describe what they're doing at the moment in their game, or they do an update or something. So I thought I'd do an update, especially for anyone who hasn't seen what the UI might look like for the game. So maybe talk about some of my problems that I've been having. So this is what the main menu will look like for the game. Well, of course, everything is subject to change, etc., etc. Normal caveats apply. And okay, so first you had these 3D buttons. I thought they looked very 80s and very with the theme that I was going for. So very Tron or cyberpunk, I guess, whatever you want to call it. When you hover over them, they play like a video. Of course, this is just a temporary video at the moment, just for testing. So yeah, let's have a look at the options. And oh, I see why it's doing that now. Okay, it's fine. Maximized. This is the options menu at the moment. There's not much going on. If you do download the game at all and want to help me out, you can press this benchmark button and it will play a benchmark, and you can send me the benchmark data and it will tell me you know, what your average FPS is on your machine, etc., etc. Over here we have hotkeys. Very difficult to set up. I haven't finished this obviously, but this is a bit of a nightmare. And I think that left and mouse button are broken and they cause problems. Left and right mouse button are broken. They're causing problems at the moment. I have, but I don't know exactly. But I think the other hotkeys are working as intended. Other than that, I just have a few little options here for glow and FFXA and motion blur and things. And this scale resolution is interesting. It's a sort of a different way to change your resolution instead of doing the instead of like, because in Godot the whole viewport stretches out, right? And there is a way to set up resolution. You need to set up separate viewports and all of these things, but this is sort of a different way to do a resolution for the game. Alright, so that's the options menu. Oh, and you can change the sound like this. Obviously this is a work in progress, but it's more or less how I want it. And you can mute as well, like that. Right. There's a bit of background ambience at the moment, that's all there is. So there isn't actually, none of these buttons actually work yet except for custom, and this is where you set up like your custom battle or whatever, but I don't think I like this menu very much. It's not very clear what's going on, so this eventually would change. But if you were to play the game, you can set up your custom battle by putting your heroes here. These are the characters that you're going to play with during the battle. These are the enemies over here that you're going to play against, and these are the allies over here that you're going to play with. Okay. The other thing with the UI, you know, I have a bit of a debug menu. This is where, just to help me out, you can add currency, remove currency, add premium currency and remove it. And there's all these like adding experience and things, etc., etc. You can add crew items. You can add these items here as well. Okay. Over here, and then I'm eventually going to have some sort of store. Eventually going to have some sort of task. Okay. And then over here we have the menu for the characters. This is where you set up your characters that you're going to play with. for the roguelike experience. So I have 5 characters at the moment. They all have a different ship and all of this. And eventually, of course, I'd love to make like 3D models of them and all that. You set up your ship here, and there are some stats on this, which obviously needs to be changed. But there's some stats of the ship here, and these are your items that you have equipped. So you can change your items that you have equipped, all of that. And then this describes the special equipment that this particular ship has. So this particular ship has a screamer bomb. You can upgrade it. There are crew over here, and what this does is, no, yeah, equip some crew. I guess I didn't. Pilot, engineer, gunner. Okay. Yes. Okay. So you can equip some crew. Obviously, the portraits aren't done, and none of that's done, etc., etc. But each like crew. So in my head, the ship is quite big, and you have multiple characters inside of your ship running it, etc., etc. So you have your main character, which is maybe your captain or something, and then you have a pilot, gunner, engineer, and then they give you various bonuses and things. And if you've got a team, if you choose the pie team, let's see, did I choose that? Well, anyway, they're all equipped, and this is going to give you a extra bonus. And if they were to be all on the same team, so if they were all to be on the Omicron team or something, you would get plasma energy cost reduce. You can see here's the bonus here now, which obviously needs reworking. Modulation, this is a bit of a failed experiment. This was meant to be like a sort of Tetris mini game where you you play a bit of a Tetris sort of game, and it's sort of you match various types together, you fit them all in, and you'd get bonuses and all of this. You'd level it up, etc., etc. But unfortunately, I failed at making Tetris. It's very embarrassing, really. But I failed at making Tetris, but I will probably come back to it eventually. But it was just taking too long, and yeah, making Tetris from scratch without knowing what you're doing is surprisingly hard, right? Yes. Well, obviously what I should have done is watched a tutorial or something and just copied them and then built upon it. But instead I just built it from scratch and did whatever the fuck I want. So, alright. And then the last thing is a bit of a manifestation. It's just extra buffs and upgrades for your character. And okay, I'll show you all the art as well. Why not? Just in case you didn't see it. All the characters. Okay. And then that's it. That's pretty much everything I wanted to show. Bit of an update, bit of a devlog. Maybe I'll finish it with a little bit of a battle. I am reworking the UI, the AI at the moment, so AI isn't going to be very impressive. See how they don't really turn around anymore. need to rework the energy as well. The energy is obviously going very, very slowly. The power. Well, that was that. Oh, I've got a sorry, a bit of a bug there. All right, well, that'll be the end of this devlog. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you anon.